What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Guns Locked. I'm Gunther the Great, and today I was watching YouTube and then I fell upon a video. Shout out to Dreadlocks. I didn't even know this was happening. Lil Wayne is like literally going bald. It sucks. I feel like if I was in his position, I would like be bummed out, and it really would suck. Like, you guys have seen Stevie Wonder and how his hairline was just pushed way back. That's kind of what's happening to Lil Wayne. And a lot of people are saying it's genetics. Some people are saying it's drug use. People are saying it's because he was like addicted to lean or whatever. Not sure if he was addicted, but he just used it a lot. I don't really know what the separation or the difference is between using something a lot and being addicted to. From looking at Dreadlocks' video, I seen their kind of perspective a little bit, and it's true. Dreadlocks over time can recede your hairline. I think that could be what is happening to Lil Wayne, but then again, drug use could go into that. Using drugs or anything like that can result in you having receding hairline or hair loss. And something to add on top of that is, if it's genetics, your genetics can result in that. Like if your dad or your mom has a receding hairline, mostly on your dad's side, if they have a history of receding hairlines, it can result in you having a receding hairline or hair loss at an early age, which he's really young. And in you being young, I think he's in his 30s, and you having hair loss, that would suck. Like, personally for me, it would suck to have that. But honestly, when it comes down to it, definitely, if it did come down to me, if I was having hair loss, I would definitely just go bald. I would cut my hair, I would just be bald and then just wear hats or whatever. But overall, what do you guys think? I guess you guys can comment down below what you guys think on the whole situation of him going bald. I did see it on Dreadlocks, like I'm saying. Big shout out to him, big ups to him. Now, with him going bald and him having bald spots, there's not so much going public about it. I don't think going bald is something you'd take public and be like, oh, I'm going bald. But if publicity sees it, then it's like, it kind of sucks, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, but it's for views. Okay, with all this being said, I think I'm not really gonna go in depth with it. I kind of thought about it and I was like, he's going bald. It sucks. Personally, I wouldn't want to go bald, but it is one of those things, like, you reap what you sow. If you're doing drugs and something you're not supposed to, and then it's something that can result in you having hair loss, and it's gonna happen. But it can be a result in all those things, like genetics. It could be with him having dreadlocks, he could be losing hair just because of how his congos are turning out, or all the stuff he's done to his hair. He probably hasn't maintained it as well as he could have. It could result in all those things. So we got A, drug use, B, genetics, C, not taking care of your hair, and I think D could be dyeing his dreadlocks, which he really just dyed them and bleached them. With a lot of bleach and with a lot of dye, you can damage your hair, believe it or not, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys do know that you can damage your hair with bleach, with dye, whatever. So personally, I would kind of stay away from bleaching or dyeing your hair, especially if you're getting close to the root. Now, I can understand if you're dyeing the tips of your hair, but if you're getting close to your root, stay away from that, because it can damage your hair and result in hair loss. So I believe we should learn from other people's mistakes. If you don't want to lose your hair, if you want to keep your hair for a long time, don't do drugs, don't do anything that can result in you getting hair loss. Now, one thing I do believe is, if you believe that you're gonna have hair loss because your dad lost hair, then you probably will lose hair. But if you don't believe that you will have hair loss, even if your parents do have hair loss, stick with that. Keep to your word and believe that you won't have hair loss, and I believe that you won't. But that's a whole different other subject and different ballpark for sure. But speaking to you guys, if you want to stay away from hair loss, don't do anything that can result in hair loss. Like I said, drugs, dyeing your hair, bleaching your hair, not maintaining your hair, not washing your hair. If you allow all these things to happen, you will result in hair loss. So stay away from it if you don't want it to end up to you. Also, another thing for a receding hairline, speaking on that point, is don't pull your hair back super tight, because you will have a receding hairline. Now, having dreadlocks or having braids in your hair is okay. As long as you're not pulling on your scalp with your hair and making it super tight, you won't really have hair loss or a receding hairline, just depending on how tight you do everything. Like, say you get your hair twisted and the twists are agitating your hair, you're agitating your scalp, that can result in hair loss. So stay away from that. But honestly, this is just for you guys to stay away from hair loss. I know nobody wants to have hair loss, especially at a young age, like Lil Wayne. I think he may learn a lesson, I'm not sure. He hasn't cut his hair yet. Me personally, I would cut it and just get rid of it. I know some people, like, I know Dreadlocks mentioned in the video that he would do micro needling if it came down to it for him. And also they do hair transplants, which is pretty much transplanting hair from the back of your head to the top of your head, because that's where you usually lose all your hair. Believe it or not, all the hair on the back of your head will be there for the rest of your life. This hair on top, you can lose it, you cannot. Sometimes, I don't know, it just depends. But for the sake of the discussion, if you so happen to lose any hair on the top of your head, you can go to a place and they do hair transplants and they'll fix it up for you. But back on the subject of Lil Wayne, if you guys haven't seen the review I did on his dreadlocks, you guys can go watch that. And like I mentioned in that video, I was a huge fan of Lil Wayne and I was a huge fan of his dreadlocks. He was kind of one of the inspiration of me getting dreadlocks back when I did get them. And I know a lot of people were inspired and are inspired by his dreadlocks. But now the way they're turning out, it kind of sucks to see it go that way, like I've said. But also, it does just go along with how you take care of your hair. And if you want to represent that lifestyle or represent who you are, stick with it and keep at it. But with a lot of things, people will go overboard with being a celebrity or being well known. I feel like for them it's tough to maintain being a star or stardom and trying to keep that lifestyle or that persona up to the public and the publicity and showing something that you're truly not, and then something comes out and then people find out like, yo, this dude wasn't what he was talking about really. But what am I to say? This is Lil Wayne. He may have made some bumpy decisions, but hey, the future is ahead. You can make better decisions. Even if you have slipped up and there's repercussions that come after that, you can still make decisions based off of that and then just move on, put it under and just keep moving. I'm totally off subject, by the way, I know, but I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my main channel and subscribe to Great Music. Go check out my Instagram as well if you guys are down for that. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. I know we can do it. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.